What just happened? This hurt Wes Watson. What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. So overnight, apparently, there was an arrest made that was related to Wes Watson's alleged beating of his fiancée. If you've been watching the channel, you remember when I talked about the night the incident happened and who was there. You heard John Bravo and other content creators, all of us. You could tell by our videos, by our voice, by our faces, by our demeanors, that we were disgusted by the individuals who called themselves men, who stood there and watched and may have played a part in keeping Megan in that house. One of those individuals was, he calls himself Crowned Jose. And it's funny how things work. Yesterday, I decided I'm going to do a video on Crown Jose because Crown Jose was doing all this free Wes Watson stuff. He's still at the house. And I'm going to put up pictures and I want to show this empty home. And I want to show this shell of a man, alleged supposed man, who's still in Wes's home, probably sniffing his boxers, wearing all his clothes, driving his cars, until everything falls apart, until everything's repoed. And then what is he going to do? That was what my video was going to be about. And then I opened up IG this morning. Shout out to Baller Busters. If you're not already following them, go to IG and follow Baller Busters. These guys do great work. And I see they have Crowned Jose's booking picture and his charges. And he's been charged with false imprisonment. He did a video, and I want you guys to go over to Baller Busters, and I want you to click on that video, and I want you to see the arrogance of this dude. He's getting driven to turn himself in one of Wes's least Bugattis. And he's listening to rap music and he's like, there's only one song I want to hear when I'm turning myself in. And I didn't even pay attention. I just heard a bunch of bitch this, bitch that. And I was like, how fitting. Because that's what he's acting like. Now, in the intro, I said this is going to impact Wes Watson, right? It is. I don't know who else is going to be on the streets taking Wes Watson's phone calls. Now, of course, his mom and dad. They got to be mom and dad. I would assume out of mom and dad probably don't even want to hear it. But mom, she's going to pick up that call. But he can only have certain types of conversations with well, at least a normal human being will only have certain type of conversations with their mom. Wes is different. He probably talks to his mom the way he talks to everybody else. But with Crown Jose, the allegations against him from the night of the incident prove there's nothing he won't do for Wes. So I'm sure Wes was calling him every opportunity. Crowned Jose was just drooling at every phone call. Sitting by the phone, standing by the phone. No matter what he was doing, he was waiting for Wes to call. And Wes was able to play that gangster role with Jose on the phone. Well, Jose might think it's still funny right now. He might still be free Wes Watson until the DA starts talking about him doing some real numbers. I don't know in Florida. I keep saying I'm not from Florida. I keep asking, my subscribers and those that watch the video that are from Florida, go ahead and get in the comments. Let it be known what this guy could really be looking at as far as time-wise. And then we're going to find out how much free Wes Watson he's got in him. His bail's only $50,000. Does he have the $5,000 to put up? Wes might put it up for him, maybe. Who knows? But the walls are closing in. I hate that cliche, but the walls are closing in. I'm sure that people who were questioned about this incident involving Megan were probably asked, who's the closest to him? And without hesitation, they probably said his manservant, crowned Jose. What was he crowned as? What was he crowned for? Did he crown himself? Is he another King Azulay? I don't understand how a man can't be embarrassed riding around in another man's car, riding around wearing another man's clothing, riding around wearing another man's watches and jewelry. How are you not embarrassed? But the fact that you could allegedly stand there and watch a woman be beaten, I guess that explains how you could do all this other bitch shit. And I don't use that word lightly. You'll almost never hear me refer to a man as that. I refer to those who deserve it as that. If it's true that you stood there and you watched this beatdown, if it's true that you stopped her from leaving the home, then the title fits you. But from everything we see, it's been fitting you. You were a hired yes man. And even when your boss, your sugar daddy, went away, you were still right there. You were probably still making him a plate every time you ate. And you probably put his plate at the head of the table where he always sat. And you were still probably behind that counter, behind him like you always were. That is some weird ass stuff, man. Let me tell you right now, that is not the behavior of a man, let alone an alpha male. Crowned Jose. I don't know what you plan on doing for a living after this whole situation is done and settled, but you damn sure ain't gonna be an influencer. Hopefully the family feels better. Megan knew firsthand what type of loyalty Jose had for Wes. And him getting arrested, even if he makes bail, he knows he's under the spotlight now. And hopefully that makes the family feel better. Hopefully that makes Megan feel safer. Like I said, I don't know if this dude can even make bail. Maybe he already did. I don't know. But the lease is going to expire on that house soon. The leases are going to expire on those cars soon. Jose, what are you going to do? You're going to try to figure out how to rent a storage space and put all of Wes's clothes in there so you can keep wearing them? I can't believe that an individual would get on IG and get on YouTube and present themselves to the world as an alpha, as somebody who can teach somebody how to be a real man, and yet you allegedly stand by and watch a young woman get beaten. You wear another man's clothes, another man's jewelry. You get driven around in another man's car. Hopefully you learn a lesson from this. Hopefully you look back 5 years from now and you've grown from it. Either way, I don't give a damn. That's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, man. I'm out of here.